a bit earlier today, but quite excited about this episode, so to speak. I've been able to finally work out how to get all the trains moving on GWE. It's a bit unorthodox, but it works. And well, I say it works. I've managed to just do a quick test now, but I'm about to do a more in-depth test as we speak. Just sorting this out now while I'm here. I'm just sharing the video to the group. That's why I'm just taking a bit of time. There we go. Tracing world. And post. So there we are. Oops. Keep the boom of the. Right, there we go. Get that posted so you can all see. Right, so if you've been watching yesterday, you would have seen I was working extensively with 377s on the Masquerade and 387s to try and get as many trains as I can running. I'm using the 377s at the moment just because they're easy. They're easy to drive, they're quick, they're easy, and it's just simple. Once I get some sort of timetable in place, I'm going to start dabbling with different tractions. So let me just go into the. So at the moment, this current one. Oh, by the way, just you know, I've changed the way I'm using the microphone. So I've got a boom mic, but I don't like having it on the head because I like hearing the sound. Also, because I keep sniffing and coughing and stuff, I can hear myself, and it's not very nice. So I've decided to take it off and leave it on the desk, and I've also plugged it in via USB so I can actually use the mute function if required. So if I need to mute it for any reason, I can. So anyway, now that I've just given you that boring information, I'm going to watch it live so I know what's going on. In case any comments come up. Turn the volume down. That was just me watching myself back on the iPad. I do that so I can see the comments popping because I can't see them on the PlayStation. So basically, I've got 12 trains set up now on the GWE, and I've popped into each one at the moment, and they all seem to have clear signals. Oh, balls. I've just remembered I've chosen a train that departs later. I've accidentally pressed X instead of square. Boom. Good start, eh? Good start. So basically, I was just going to quickly go through the what trains I had. What trains I've got set up. It's a bit wacky and it's a little bit awkward, but at the end of the day, if you get trains moving, then we'll just have to crack on with it. So this is a 10:10 service from, as you can see, the signal's cleared. So this is a 10:10 service on the fast line from Reading. Now, I'm not going to drive it because only 10 o'clock trains will be stood. Yeah, look, so that's supposed to leave at 10 o'clock. So obviously, I've accidentally, because I checked it earlier on, I accidentally spawned into it. So what I'll do, I do want to drive this train from Reading, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn into a 10 o'clock train at Reading, but get out, and we can see them leave, and I can jump into this one. And then I'll briefly chat about what I've been up to. So let's have a look. I've changed my weather to for it to be a bit inclement as well. It's not going to. This shouldn't make a major difference to the driving style. It just looks a bit more like what it looks like out the window at the moment when I look at my window for real. So let's have a look. So I've got 12 or 13 trains in service. So I've got on my down trains then I've got a 10 o'clock, a 10:05 and a 10:10, and they run on the fast to Reading. And this one here, 1HL01, is also a fast. That gets regulated at Ladbroke Grove for 1 Romeo 02. That is a Hayes and Harlington Terminator. Now, the only problem we found with Hayes and Harlington Terminators is that they stand foul of the up relief. So if you've got any trains that are coming on the up relief, they won't get past Hayes unless you've timed them to pass Hayes before that gets there. So what I've done, based on quite a lot of work that myself and Lawrence Hopkins have been doing, experimenting. I have got to train, so I have started to do some up trains, but I've been a bit clever about it. So what I've done, I know my relief line is blocked after, let's say, 10:15 from Hayes. So I've made sure that any relief trains I've got north of or west of Hayes are passed, or should be passed, hopefully anyway. I've got to test them yet, but we'll soon find out. So I've got a train, I'm going to test it first. So we've got, what have I got? Where is it? So I've got a train on the, what's that one? That's the Hayes and Harlington stopper, 2002. That's it, 2004. That's a Langley to London, which I think I've got it stopping everywhere. Let's have a look. I can't remember which path I've got it on. Put it on that one. Yeah, so I've had to put it stopping everywhere to get it to depart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spawn into that. Oh, balls, I've done it again. I've done it again. I've not checked the right train. Oh, that's frustrating. Even with all the stops, that Langley to London should still beat the fast train at Hayes and Harlington. Hopefully. That's the plan. So I'm going to have a quick look now to see if it does. I'll do the stops with this one because it's a relief train. I'm only going to go to Hayes. It goes through to London, but I'm only going to drive it to Hayes just to make sure it works. Scenario Designer Square 2004. Edit details. Player train leaves at 10. That's good. Most trains leave at 10 o'clock. So nothing should be stranded. Right, let's go back there to 377 Ahoy. Right, there we go. And this time it should work. Or should be in the right train. So like I said, I've been using 377s masquerading as 387s. Because like they're easy to drive, they're easy to set up. I thought, they're just simple, that we ain't going to mess around with too much. Once I've got, what my plan was is once I've got a decent timetable in place, then I can safety systems, as you know, are safety conscious. Apologies if you don't hear me very well, and also you might hear a bit of an echoing because obviously I've got my mic, he's also picking up the external sound. Let's lock my doors. A bit of a tizzy now, and then I'll get the... Go. So my next stop now should be either, and let's see, it's actually to stop everywhere. So get going. These are annoying. I'm not on my main. They're going to be really annoying. So yeah. So yeah, you might hear a bit of echoing, and that's just basically the microphone picking up the external sound. Yeah, the mute works as well, so at least I know I can mute it if I need to do some effing and jeffing. Yeah, and I might sound a bit further back as well. So, although the microphone is pretty good with this, I didn't even have it down, and I appear to still come out quite clear. So, TMS at times. See, I'm trying not to be too adventurous with the formations, because I've noticed as well that the formations can be a bit. Like, I've had a couple of strange formations that haven't worked. And once you change them, you'll fine. Oh. I mean, I love the spray. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the spray. But sometimes, especially because I use manual control, I lose the cursor. There we go. Stopped. I should have played this one properly. So I'm hoping I'll get past haze in time. So, as mentioned just, there is a haze in Hardington terminating so fast as well. It leaves London at 10:05, so it would be leaving London in the next 2 minutes. And then it goes on the fast lines, but it has to be regulated at Ladbroke Grove anyway for the Reading, so that's fine. And then it crosses over at just over Hayes and Hardington to go to the platform of Hayes. So I'm hoping that this gets the Hayes in time to get past. I know anything beyond it won't, but at least if I can get one relief train through to London, well, there's already another two anyway, so I'm not too fussed. But if I can get another relief train through to London, I'll be happy. Close the doors. So that's good. So basically then, if you've just joined us, what I'm basically doing is the GWE Scenario Designer Workaround to get the trains running. So this, I've got 13 trains currently operational. If I had a bit of a tweak, I'll probably get more. But this is all based on the workaround, which to get, because signals aren't clearing. If you have certain stopping patterns or no stopping, the signals aren't clearing. So what you have to do is tick on the up trains. You need to tick all. Well, I've ticked all stop stations. Don't get me wrong. I might not need to tick all stations. Maybe with a bit more experimentation, I might be able to take one station off at a time, and it might work. It might still work. So I might do a bit more testing to see what stations you don't need to stop at. Now, to be honest, I'll be quite frank. I'm not too fussed about the scoring. So if I get in a train and don't stop at any stations and just go straight to Paddington, if that works, it doesn't have any adverse effect to the my train, then I'll just do that, because I just want to play the game. I'm not bothered about the scores. If I want to do the scores, I want the timetable and the scenarios. But obviously, once it's fixed, yeah, it'd be great to be able to, play properly. So I'm doing this for fun. This is pure fun. I'm not bothered about the scores. I'm playing this one stops because it's a relief train, and why not? It's more realistic. But on the fast, you're not going to stop everywhere, are you? Although there are some trains that do, but that's not during the night. But I'm not going to. I want it to be a realistic timetable, so I'm going to play it as if it's realistic. Just ignore the stop. And some places ignore the stops. Obviously, if you ignore the stops, the good thing about that is when you get to your destination, that don't look good. When you get to your destination, you can just jump out the train. And then so really, you could actually set yourself a little bit of a timetable and work. Oh, that's clear. Oh yeah, of course the train just. Oh, the train that leaves Safeway, isn't it? And there's a train that leaves Hayes, just remembered. I'm not used to this train stopping, so I'm not used to having this. I've not really tried these on a stopping train before, so I've left the doors open. I haven't, sorry. I've left the doors open. No. Why did I think I leave the doors open? It's because the blue light was illuminated, but it just means the interlock's on. So the signal's clear to a green. Yeah, I keep forgetting there's a train that leaves Hayes, and obviously it's a safe full stopper as well, so that was. So it looks like at the moment I must be alright with the signal aspects, because I'm sure. What does that only takes me to Hayes, doesn't it? Well, we'll find out in a minute. We'll find out very shortly. Right, here we go. The door's shut. And also, I want to stop at the stations to kind of see if the timing will work. So I can retime it on. Do a bit of jiggery poke with the retimes. See, if I could do some jiggery poke with the retiming, there's no reason why I couldn't say, right, I want a relief train to come all the way. Oh, bit of well, split by looks of it. It's not behaving very well. Sunday. So the wet, even though it's only mildly raining, the wet has definitely. So I wonder what we're breaking. It's a bit weird. Cool. That magnet's for the PSR to cross you over. For run 70 to cross over. It's quite a fast crossover. Also, this signal here, if you notice, there's two aspects. Now, I don't really know the right reason for that. I think one controls the junction ahead, and one's for your main line. We're obviously on the green, but for some reason you get, I don't know if it's a game, I assume it's just a game, you get the AWS for the yellow, even though you never have to, you never cross over at this crossover ever. So I think the yellow is to slow, basically keep the train to a constant speed, which is crap if you, because obviously if you're doing line split, you're slowing down to 70 to cross over. So I think that's what the signal, the idea of that signal is to remind you that you've got to slow down. You should start seeing some of the westbound down trains in a minute, assuming they depart. Airport Junction. Shall I keep calling Heathrow Jules so I don't apologise? Airport Junction. That's approaching Hancock. Single from the cover. There we are. That's the 10 o'clock of London lot. It's ready. Just going by. Got greens. Lovely. So green through haze, which is promising. Should start seeing a bit of traffic now. Start seeing a bit of traffic coming on the down being out of London. I'm not aware of the directions. So it's if you oh look at that. Traction sun came up, look. I think it only works when the light comes on. But yeah, there's definitely adhesion. Yeah, definitely suffering from adhesion. Even though it's not really raining that much, there actually is adhesion. You're getting traction issues. I don't know if you spotted the yellow light came on. I think that was to basically say you're not stopping, put some sand down. I think that's the only way that works. That's good. It's good. I mean, I like the realism. However, it's not exactly chucking it down. I mean, I've only got the white rubber meter and that's still clear, secret clear. So I think it doesn't look like there's a real fine. I think it's either it's on or it's off, which looks a bit daft, isn't it? So it's good though. I mean, it's clever. So here I am at the moment on my 10 o'clock from Langley to London. And the reason why I say it's at Langley is we don't know if we can train started at Slough yet, but I've not got that far. But I'm also conscious that I'll be running out of time to beat this train to Hayes. So I'm quite happy to have the train start at Langley. I don't think it's a realistic service. You're going to have an empty stop coming off. Stopping all the punters getting on at Slough because we've got a gazillion trains for them to catch already. Just taking it steady with the... Oh, look, traction. Look at that. So let's try that out. Supposed to put it to notch 1, aren't you? So there's a little sign here, look. I read it yesterday if you're watching my video. It tells you how to use the traction to sound. It says for the whole thing, for so many seconds, 5 to 7 seconds. I've got some lower. Yeah, so this stops all everywhere anyway. So I'm gonna stop it in every good place. Well, I've got to Hayes, to be fair. That's kind of my test complete. So I know the train will go through. It looks like so far the train will go through to London, but I want to carry on to make sure the train arrives into London. Because I just had the sun before. I'm hoping that I've not only used the platform for some this concern that I may have used the platform. There's that that's the Hayes and Paddington fast. So that was just, so we've just beat that. So that's good. So I'm impressed with that. So that works. That works quite nice. There's a Seymour to London all stops in front of me. So in reality, there's no point in me rushing because all I'm going to do is catch that up. Anyway, so I might as well just stop at the stations. And I'm done with it. I am impressed with the addition. It brings a whole new concept into playing the game, because obviously it's a new thing to learn and stuff like that. Pretty safe. Try and keep the train under control so I don't slide it through. I definitely struggled. I don't know if you noticed, right? That's the 10:05 to Reading, because I know you get adverse signals outside safe, catch up with that Hayes stopper, and we should. Was that? Oh, I don't know actually. Where's this? We're missing a train. We're missing a train. I think. Yeah, there's supposed to be a Reading stopper. For some reason, this time it has the party. I can't see it. It's normally you see it around here somewhere. Oh, hang on. It stops at Broadway. Hayes. Yeah, it stops around. Yeah, I'm sure you see it leaves at 10. You don't see it by now. So I'm thinking something new I've done to stop that from working, perhaps. Sorry, I'm going through a little day. Just trying to understand what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where that's gone. Interesting. Okay. Unless. Oh, mind you, unless that was it, that one that I passed outside Hayes. Could have been it, and that one that just went past me might have been the Hayes and Paddington Terminator then. Was it an 8 car? No, that wasn't. No. Let's try and go around. Right. I've lost track of what trains I've got now. Yeah, I suppose we can stop on. Oh, we're past the maybe this is it. This might be it. This must be the Reading stopper. Right. Oh yeah, of course it is, because... Yes, sorry. Yes, I'm getting confused. On the 10 past 10 hour, you pass the Reading stopper as it... You catch the Hayes and Paddington. That's it. Here we go. This is the Hayes and Paddington flyer. That's the one. On the 10 past, you catch the Hayes and Paddington flyer because he stops at Broadway. And then that crosses over in front of the Reading fast, the Reading semi-fast, and then the Reading semi-fast actually comes alongside him as that rolls into Hayes, and then he stands foul. Yes. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember. It's because I'm in a different time, going in a different direction. I'm just got to get my head around what trains I've got running. So they are running. So yes, that was the Reading semi-fast that just got past me. Brilliant. Ooh. So I'm quite surprised, because then I'm thinking, right, why isn't that working? But I'm really working. So far all the trains have departed London that I wanted departing. start swapping all the train traction round. I think what I'll do, because all the trains that look the same, don't they, I suppose, so it's harder, it's easier. That's why I'm trying to do different formations. Right, that's the 10-10. That's the last fast departure off London in my timetable. Although, because I can't put any more in because you've got no platform ready. Well, I can, I can just terminate it twice, to be fair. Or Slade. Well, if it, well, I cannot, that's the thing, I don't know if it works. Could that be struggling again? Just got to rely on step 1, I think, to start, because step 2 just slips and slides. Yeah, so all the trains appear to have left London so far. I think there's a 10 past 10 save for Terminator. Oh no, there's a Twyford Terminator as well. Yeah, so I've just got 2 more trains on the leaf lines to pass, which is not good. But I think what I'm doing, now that I've kind of got an idea of these trains running, I'm going to try and drive me slow. I'm going to try and I'm going to get to Reading once I've completed this. I'm going to see about see what trains, make sure the trains leave Reading. I'm going to jump in the, that could be an interesting one. I'm going to jump on the 10 past 10. Steady with the steps. I wonder if the AI trains have the same problem. Can't get it. There you go. So that seems to work. The sound didn't it? Can't get padded up for that. Stop at West Ealing anyway, so exactly so. It's giving me options to track it to Sam. I'm not going to get to it. The song is getting worse and worse. I'm not going to go too fast. I'm stopping at West Ealing anyway. So it's just West Ealing, Broadway, and up to Bangor. That's it. Despite the apparent tractions, you still seem to pick up speed well. Makes it more exciting, I suppose, doesn't it? I think what I'll do is I won't put it back to dry again, because I do like dry noise, but in the sense of experimentation, it's a bit of a hindrance. It's like breaking big degraded. A little bit ginger. Oh, there he is. Optimus. Up the stairs, perfect. Ah, look at that. Kicking it up. Slipping and sliding. There you go. Still stopped at the S point, so I'm happy with that. Train signs can pass me now, no? Was that just a truck going over? So I should start getting some trains. Should start getting trains passing there. No, probably won't, because it's stopped everything on the up fast stops at all stations, so they'll never catch up. Yeah, from a computer control point of view. I mean, obviously from a if I drove just wouldn't stop. So far so good, this appears to be working. Notch 2. I mean, oh, there we go. That's the Twyford, I think. It's the same for the Terminator. Oh, is that the same for the Terminator? I'm not sure. Unless the Reading train hasn't stopped. Test it out. I've got a funny feeling my 10 o'clock Reading's disappeared again. I don't know. I thought maybe I hadn't. Now I'm questioning it. I could spawn into it and have a look. Because before, when it didn't work, I spawned into Exit Arlington. Stuck with all places. Here's our reminder for the 30 that you don't traverse. All trains to the left, all trains to the left. Look, the last one's a 10. 10? Like, what's that thing? It'd just be nice to be able to have some trains go back fast on the up. But obviously that's not going to happen, is it? You ever miss me, mate? I'm sorry. Don't get your ass in here. You're going to miss it. How I've gone further down the platform. So, sorry, how you miss me? Is it? Train moving. Be brave. It's not good for this. Steps, but the notches. That's where I probably should have stopped there. One more stop, then it's run away a little bit. Well, there's all the stops. All the stations anyway. Well, no, the stations didn't stop that physically on the main one. far, a successful journey from Langley to London. I'm going to put the Facebook train. I'm going to check in a minute. Make sure this gets to London and terminates, and I'll find out what we're going to train platform this morning, because that can happen sometimes. I'll know as soon as I approach Royal Oak, because I'll have a red signal, and obviously if I've got a red signal, I know I won't go in because I ain't got the trains departing. So. Gradual nudges because of the inclement weather. Oh. Wide open. You probably also hear the fan on PS4 Pro. This does give it a bit of a beating. So the fan does go like we've also got an additional fan as well, because it sits on the side, so it needs some additional ventilation. So although that isn't too loud, it adds on to the volume, so to speak. Keep yawning, you can hear me yawning, it's because I've been on nights. Although I wasn't on last night, it's my first full night's sleep. Yeah, just difficult to try and sleep, but I did sleep okay. I just need to my brains. So that works as well. Basically, if you press anything, it just cancels out. Which is good to know. Celebrate! Approaching the 5th day of Blackrock Grove. No, yesterday I managed to get myself in, obviously I don't think that's work today, but I managed to get myself into a Mexican stand-up. Not sure how it happened. I swapped some trains around, it didn't work, so I switched back because I knew it worked. Why not take? Really, I've got the yawns there. I'll make some coffee and come back on later. I've got all the jobs I need doing. I've got a door handle and latch to fit in the bathroom, such is real life. Once I'm off work, there's always jobs to do in the house, isn't there? I'm sure we've got that, or the majority of us have got that hardship. Well, so far so good. That's the signal from last signal going into London, and that appears to be green. Which tells me I must have a signal into the station, which is good to know. If that was yellow, then we'd be a bit concerned. So reminder board, so it's 25 literally as you roll into. So it's quite weird, it's 25 going in, but it's 40 coming in. I suppose because the likelihood of some of these trains will hit 25 quite easily. I suppose the likelihood of getting 25 is pretty low. By the time you have got to that sort of speed, you've been out of it anyway. So it's better we'll have a reminder of it coming in. All right. Yeah, platform 11. Right, that's good. So it looks like this was a successful. Well, I ain't finished yet. My impression is not. But yeah, gotta be careful because even though I know it says that, but even if the train should get bigger, because obviously wheels are still wet anyway. But even though the rails technically should be drier than the train shed, it's very likely that your wheels will still be going to be a bit steady. Platform 13 and 14 are the shorter platforms, aren't they? So you've got to be really careful with them. So, successful train from Lincoln to London. But have I had a train missing by now? Should have a train on the gear because that should have terminated from Seyford ahead of me. Not much time, so I'm going to quickly zoom out, make sure the other trains arrive. There it is. No, it hasn't left, look. Right, okay. So, oh no, that's right, yeah. No, that's fine. Yes, of course, one's the Hayes and Harlington fast, one's the Seyford slow. Yeah, so that's fine. I'm supposed to have two. So that's the three arrivals in. So I've got two of the trains that would need to arrive, but they're going to take ages to get here because they're on the fast and stoppable stations. Obviously, they are all stoppable stations. So, strange view of Paddington with 377 units. So, the computer's going to. There you go. Game over. So that's that done. That was an interesting ride with the slippery conditions. Okay. Right, so I can't remember passing my Reading semi-fast, so I'm going to quickly spawn into it just to make sure it's working. Which one is it? 2 Romeo 01. That's the one at 10 o'clock. I just can't remember passing it. I'm sure I would have passed it. I can't remember. I really am. My brain's going a bit like, should I have passed it by now? Yeah, so I'm going to spawn into that just to make sure it's working because it didn't work and then I got it working, but now I've obviously added more trains on. I don't know whether that's affected it, so I'm being a bit cautious. That's all because of it being such a sensitive service. Yeah, so it's worked. Well, that's good then. And I got a clear signal. Yeah. So that's worked. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Oh, it must be an 8 car. That probably what's confused me. Right. Lovely. That's worked. Brilliant. So we know that works. So okay. So my next sort of thing I'm going to do, for once, I've not done it yet, actually drive a train out of Reading, which I've not done. I mean, on Scenario, obviously I have done, but I mean in Scenario Designer. So this will be the first. I'm going to do that now. Oh, keep going to explore. So I'm now going to test the train out of Reading. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take the 10 past 10. So I'm going to spawn into a 10 o'clock train. I'll probably spawn into this 2 Hotel 99. But jump out of it and let them depart and jump in the 10 past 10. And then that way I can do a good test. But I'm not going to stop at the stations, which will mean eventually I'll catch up to 10 o'clock, which is why I'm giving it 10 minutes. I've kind of done that on purpose a little bit. Right, let's see how this works then. Yeah, that's it. Reading to Hayes. The reason why I've done Hayes is because I know I can't go beyond Hayes because the road's locked with that train. Which I think this one's at 10 past 10. Yeah, so like tomorrow. This one's at 10 past 10. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. So now that I'm in this one, all the others should start to. Yes, it does mean I'm going to be hanging around for 10 minutes, but to be fair, that's not a massive problem. You can have a look through the maps if the trains are running. Turn all sound systems on. There we go, we've got trains leaving now. That should be leaving as well. There you go. See, even though I'm spawned into that one, that's still leaving until o'clock. So, which is good. Which is good, that's what we want. Look at that, trains actually leaving Reading. So that one stops on station 2 Hotel 99 on the relief line, which is the Hayes and Arlington. So can't get beyond Hayes. It's locked. That stops on station 2, no doubt I'll be passing that in a bit. Unfortunately, to get the trains to depart on the fast, you've got to stop at all stations, or all stations apart from Tottenham, which is Maidenhead, Taplow, Slough, Langley Ivor, West Drayton, Hayes Harlington, Sandford, and then I want to say Broadway. I don't think there's platforms at Hamwell on the fast, or I know there's definitely not an active main line. So, although it's not absolutely every station, but nevertheless. Set the cabin anyway. So yeah, unfortunately we have to wait around for 8 minutes to do a proper job. But it's all part of the experimentation, I'm afraid. It's just how it is. It's still wet as well. I've left the wet weather on. It doesn't matter. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? It's all part of that bang. The DRM gives them a red signal, which clears. But it should do because I've tested this train. I was spawned into it and cleared, so I might open the door as well, I mean. So I pressed the trigger by accident. wants to go chasing after those other two, but I don't want to bugger things up. A nice little 8 car, just for Joe. I wonder what that drives like a little bit. So we've already witnessed 2 trains leaving Reading. I've now jumped on the 3rd departure. You can get another departure, which I think I'll do when I terminate the slag. So that makes 14 trains. I might make that lead 10 past 10 as well. Just want to drive a train. It's raining. On my scenario. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this train out. I'm not stopping anyway with this one, so yes, eventually I will catch up that stopper. Which where I'm catching up, I reckon I'm catching up by 10 minutes. I want to say just past slag. I reckon I'll catch up just past slag. I reckon stops at Langley, stops at Oldham, stops at Australia, after slow I'm catching up. And I think after that then I'll just be a steady ride when it be on it. Maybe I might stop at slag. I'll see how I feel. It won't make any difference because it's the first stop anyway. But see, the beautiful thing is if you ignore the stops, you can terminate the train at the station. The signal's still fine. So if you can actually have the shift, you can make this happen with the shift. So you can say, you can drive this down to London, let's say, or the 10 o'clock down to London, and then have one leave. If you ignore the stops, have one leave at like 10:45, to drive one back. So you could in theory, you won't get scored for it, but well, you could if you're getting a train and avoid one stops, it's good for it, but you won't get scored for all the trains you drive, but you can still have fun with a bit of a shift. So right, I will be back in 2 minutes. I'm just going to put it on mute. I will be back in 2 minutes. But I am currently testing the Reading departures. Hello, I am back. I've just put my coffee machine on to make myself a coffee, although I probably should have decided to do that 3 or 4 minutes ago. Coffee machine's only a couple of minutes to percolate, but by the time I've got it, I'm hoping it gets me ready for departure time. So, yeah. If you just joined, I don't think we're out dead as much as me at the moment, but if you're playing this on playback, you've got to see by now the simultaneous departures of trains out of Reading and on my way to drive. The train that departs at 10 past 10. Although I may of course go and get a coffee, so I apologise for the breaking fluid play. I should have plugged in a bit sooner with some setup. I should have gone downstairs and sorted it out. So yeah, apologies if you're echoing because I've got the same coming out of speakers. I've got a boom mic at the moment. I have actually got a proper studio mic, which is up in the loft. I might get down from the continue doing things like this, which is much better quality and it works better overall. But at the moment, at least, I'm just going to. The bring might seem to be okay. I'm going to listen to this back later to make sure it sounds fine. But yeah, if you've got the echo, it's because obviously you're hearing the external sound as well as the sound recorded. Because obviously the PlayStation records the sound for YouTube, but also the external sound from my speakers obviously as well. So you'll get a bit of this repeating the sound. So it doesn't cause any phase effect. You might pick it up a bit more. So I have to kind of keep the volume down a little bit on the speakers. Yeah, all that time's ticking. To be fair though, saying that, I'm not actually in a massive rush because I'm not actually stopping anywhere. So actually, the longer it takes for me to depart, the better. Because I know I'm going to catch that stopping train. I'll probably have to slow anyway. So I'm just going to put you on mute and I'll be back in a minute. Well, that's a good time. It literally just got back because it wasn't quite ready to record enough for me to get in. Right, so as you can see, my next stop is actually 12, but I am going to ignore it. So, turn the signals off, turn the DRA off. There's yours. Wet, so be a bit careful on the takeoff. If you were watching earlier, you will see I was struggling a little bit around the parking stations. The AI seems to not have any problems. Isn't that weird? Well, slowly accelerating. Setting cruise control to 100. Because although we'll get 110 out of these, obviously they're maximum permitted speed. The actual line speed is 25, but it's playing the show, so to speak. Watch the signals and watch the I think I'm just going to keep if the AWS cancels the vigilance, I'm just going to use that to cancel the vigilance. So keep trying to push the time. experimentation on it, that's not. So. That just does he want some accuracy? Well, that train had left at 10 o'clock. But to be fair, that's got the same stopping time as that 10 past 10. Same thing. Although, no, that's not the hydrogen. I keep saying hydrogen burner. That's just not the burner, so it's got that one extra stop. And it's lower speed, lower line speed, isn't it? So, if you can get some good. Yeah, I kept pressing the X on the circuit to make sure that I definitely acknowledged DSD or anything. So I've just gone through my first stop to Twyford. Flying along nice and good towards Maples. So when do you think we pass the first train off London? So that leaves at 10 o'clock, first stop Slough. Takes what? About 15 minutes to get to Slough, you reckon? 100 mile an hour? Well, I reckon I should be passing it. And remember, I'm leaving 10 minutes later as well. So that would have left 10 minutes. Well, 10:17, I should be in Slough now. Stops at Main then 12 as well, so that should have left Slough by now. So I think by between Main and Slough, we should see the first down train. first one, what to make then? There we go. Relatively good guess. Still agreed. Like I say, I think just say side slow, I'll start catching the bottom of the train. There you go, I reckon that there, I reckon that's that stop, the relief train. Because like I say, that stops at Burnham. It's an extra stop, it's a bit slower, so not to 1 hour. So I was thinking I'll probably get somewhere, and I'll catch up. While I'm just have to slag, it's late to stop. Yeah, so I reckon I'm going to pass the 10 o'clock train that never really relief. So yeah, if you've just joined us or something, I am driving the train that has actually left Reading, and basically 3 trains leaving Reading. To do it, you have to tick all stations to stop at. Not ideal. Now I had a 10 o'clock and a 10 past 10 train leaving on the fast line, and 10 o'clock on the slow one. There we go. That there is 10:05. But I've jumped in 10. I watched those 2 leave Reading. They left successfully. But I jumped in 10 past 10 and I got stopped. So I'm going to be catching the train ahead of me probably the next 2 or 3 minutes, I reckon. I'm also chasing the one of the relief lines thing because I'm catching them soon. Because I'm going to make the extra stop at Burn, and they can only do 90 miles an hour, so I'm not too far away from catching them up now. I've just passed the day trains. It's not working alright. I've just passed the 2 Reading. And there's Reading Stopper. Oh, so there we go. There's Reading semi-fast. That's not too bad then. It's nice. It's working nice. Ah, yeah, there you go. There's the 10 o'clock already. Just about to overtake it down in slow platform. Slow greens. So, but that tells me, because that is not the Burnham and it runs slow, that it won't be too long. I reckon, I did say after Slag, as in not long after Slag, I reckon Langley, I reckon that other train ahead of us probably just in between Langley and Iver. I'm not catching up by Iver. So, if I'm not stopping. But this is an experiment anyway. But there you go, look, I've put it up because there's the red signal. Not red signal. Double yellow. So that's obviously doing some platform duties at Langley, but and as I've got the condition, I'm going to slow down a bit soon because this wet weather could be a bit tricky. So there you go, and so I was right, of course, I'll just have to slag. Wellington is a good guess. I say it's probably when you drive a route so much as I've done on this route, you learn the road really well, you learn how long it takes at certain speeds. So I think I'm going to squeeze one more training from Reading. I'm going to do a Reading Slag on the relief line as well, and then that's it. And then I think that'll be 14 trains, and I'll be, considering the restrictions, I think I'm happy with that. 14 trains is alright. It's a shame I just can't get more on the up. Which is fine if you're, I think what I might do is I might set me cruise control at about 70. just let it run at about 70 mile an hour. And the reason I'm doing that is because obviously it's not going to be doing 100, because I'm just because I'm going to get to it, but I'm obviously going to be catching stopping my cow. And that's the last. Oh no, it's just yeah, that's stopping. So that's the last game ready. You can't have any more because you only get, even though there's plenty of platform, you can only use 3 on the fast. So I've called the stopping train. That train stops at Iron West Drain, Kingston Paddington, Eton Broadway, and London. So I want to drive it through to London because I want to make sure that it goes through to London. Obviously, I want to make sure that train gets through to London. I want to make sure I can get to London to the platform clear as well. I just want to see at the train stop to arrive in London. I want to make sure this is working. So I haven't stopped, but I just want to do it. I think what I might do, I might set my speed down to 50. And keep it really steady at 50 mile an hour. So what is left over now, next up to the straight. Next if I set it to 50, I'm not going to exceed 50, so I don't get a shock. I know I could probably stop pretty quick from 50, even in this remote conditions. I've got the power on. 3, I think we've got it on. 2. Pretty confident we can. But there's a platform that I want to just let it left on. Dave, I keep saying D. Dave left on, and the train's left on. I think what I'll, we'll do a bit of experimenting after I finish this. I might try and drop some of these intermediate stops out, see if that makes any difference. It may allow you to take out, I might take out defensive driving. Open single defensive super yellow. Where is it now? Is it the platform straight in now? Well, it's that lengthy train now. I was just thinking, what's my signal stepping up? No, that was a 10 o'clock. Got 8 to go. Next up for him is Hayes. There's a couple of signals for them. Sorry, it's Hayes. The signals work, so I'll take steady acceleration. Hopefully there's a little bit of yellow. Maybe take it steady. yellow signal of some kind. I just saw it listed on that bridge. So glad that works. So before there used to be an issue. So basically the idea is when your vigilance goes off, is that you should be able to touch anything, and that will cancel it because it knows you're alive, basically. So when you had cruise control, actually no, I think it didn't matter. On this train on the ECW on TSW, you'd move the PBC, power brake controller, and that should turn off the vigilance. But what was happening was it was cancelling the sound, but it wasn't cancelling the vigilance. So the brakes had come on, and then they fixed it. I had a bit of a rant, but it worked. See, that's a good thing about having the cruise control. You just cruise along the cargo. So that should be in the platform at Hayes now doing the station duties, and this next signal will be red. Oh yeah, there's no AWS mapping for that. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with the junction. I don't know whether that's real or not. Now I know the next signal's just as you go around the bend at Airport Junction. It's like just a little flyover, isn't it? Oh, I really enjoyed that coffee. It should be protecting the junction because you've got this line that drops down off the flyover, as you can see, and it'll join this line, so it'll be protecting that junction anyway. So that should be, and it also protects Hayes platform, so it'll be should be red. Oh, that's the I'm sorry, yeah, apologies, that's the crossover, isn't it? So that's the down direction crossover. Yeah, it's not red there. Even though I can actually see in the banner repeat, there is a banner repeater for it, which is horizontal, which means that you've got a red signal. Oh, and then it's just clear, and the banner's just got pressed as well. So next up for that train is set for Nairn. I think it's right away, Ealing Broadway, and that should be it. I've got my cruise control set to 50 anyway, so I don't go excessively speed. But can't believe it doing something. But like I say, I can't get out and turn it off because I can't get out and shut it because once you get out, you lose your service because I didn't spawn into this service. So I've got another red banner, I've got another yellow banner and big, so I'm confident to carry on. Oh, my cruise control's not on. Oops, got to put it on. It's fine. There's Hayes train sending power. Hence why services leaving Reading, but you have to have them stop at all stations. I don't want to be stopping at all stations, but I am following the train, which obviously has to stop at all stations. So, there we go. Fisher's left Shameful. Now I think it gets a bit of a run now, and the next stop should be Eden Broadway. So, which is because there's no mainline platform. Is there mainline platform? Is that mainline? I want to say no. There's none at the mainline, but I know obviously Eden Broadway's quite a busy place. So let's get moving. I've got my speed control set to 50 so I don't get too excessive. So obviously I'll be catching it up, so there's no point freshening up. I mean, you could say, well, why didn't you just set this if you knew you were going to catch it 1 6 speed at 8 60 70 to carry on? Or like a ready light? Yeah, could. I didn't want to. Where's the point in that? Was that a bit of a mixed variety of stopping and starting, and especially with the conditions as well, you've got a bit of a challenge. Oh, should we traction sunlight? They get right through. Yeah, if you've noticed the age red on there, it's because we doors, cab doors open, we have to close it. On the 166 it shuts on its own, on this it stays open. And unfortunately I can't get up and close it. If I get up and close it, I lose my I can't get back in the driver's seat because I'm spawned to this train. So how that works is if you spawn into a train, let's say like for instance it's 10 o'clock, I got out of that train and jumped into this at 10 past 10. As long as you're spawned into it by departure time, you can take the train over. However, if you can get out of that seat and try and get back in, because you didn't originally spawn into this train, you'll not be allowed to get back in it. So you could not get out of the seats. I mean, I know what I could do. Just spawn. I'll just set up the door. I know what I could do. It's just like four. I forgot I could do that. Oh, what was stopping? Oh. Okay. What have I done there? So the emergency brakes come on. Oh no, I know what I've done. I must have pressed them by accident. I must have pressed the oh, I know what I've done. I pressed up on I pressed up on the finger. I pressed up on the stick and it's there's the same for Terminator. I pressed up on the stick and it's changed my the reverser to off. That's fine, we'll pick the time anyway. But like I said, I'm not in much of a rush because I'm going to catch up that train again when it stops at Ealing Broadway. So that's the safe for Terminator. So that's on the Hayes and Harlington path, which is wide to Terminator the safe. There's already a train, as you saw, standing foul. That'll be so be it. But if you drive it, it doesn't matter, does it? Because you'll just drive it straight into the platform. I haven't driven that yet, that semi-fast. I might drive that. It's 5 past 10 off London. I might do that next. I might do that. I suppose what I could do, if I extended my, I suppose what I could do is extend my my Reading to Hayes to London. And if I drive that into if I drive that Hayes and Harlington fast into Hayes, I'm getting it clear, which means the signal clear for the London. Then, when that comes in from Reading, I can just jump on it. And then drive it back into. Oh no, I can't drive it. I can travel on it, couldn't I? I can't drive because you can't drive the signal, but I can travel on it. There's a thought. There's how. No, there aren't. I don't know. Oh. a platform. There is a platform, isn't there? But I don't know if it's serviceable. That's interesting. It just stepped up. Oh, it's just stepped up in it. Now I think it stops at Ely Broadway by train, and I'm going to take it steady generally. And I think that train ahead, and I think then it's right away London. I don't think it stopped at West Ealing or Hanwell. I don't remember having them in the options. Even though there are platforms on that side, on the upside. Oh, mind you, that's fenced off at West Ealing, so you can't stop there. And I don't think even at Hanwell. Interesting times. Ah, I think we might be able to. Keep the speed on 80. I've got the cruise control set on 80 at the moment, so I'll keep it on 80. Because although that doesn't stop anywhere now, obviously we're at the point now where traffic starts slowing down anyway on the approach to London. So although it's 100 to just outside Active Main Line, which is how we do 100 to Active Main Line, there's no point, is there? As I'm following the train while it's accelerating, and so I've got to slow down for 80 miles, just stay at 80. That type of thing. Because they shouldn't be stopping anyway now. Next stop, that train should be London. So I finally should be doing. I completely forgot I could do it externally, can't I? So yeah, what I did was I just did the option 3. Option 3 or option 2. Where you go inside the train and then you use your cursor. I know I never have my cursor on, so I don't have it on, but obviously it's around the centre of the screen, isn't it? So I've got my door shut. So that's how I did that. I completely forgot I could do that. Well, this is the last. No, this isn't the last arrival, is it, from London? Because you've got that. Oh no, that's only into Hayes, isn't it? I've got to extend it to London. That Reading House. And do what I've just said. I'm not going to do it now because I've got to under that. Like, because I'm thinking by the time that Hayes Hardington Terminator gets you, I might have to hang around for a bit, but. Mind you, isn't there a 12-foot? No, mind you, there's a 12-foot stopper, isn't there? I can get on. Yeah. Oh no, because as soon as I turn around the train, of course, the game finishes anyway. So, unless I didn't stop anywhere. Yeah. Just trying to think about travelling around, because I could travel around, couldn't I? So I could travel on that, otherwise you can't get off. Well, I can't get off into the same doors, can't I? But... To find it. Oh, I hate approaches. So I never know what signal to do. So I've just had a signal yellow. Now, why have I got a signal yellow? standing? Is something stuck? So this is what we do with this. Oh no, got a yellow. I was getting worried then. Comes a green. Nah. I might as well set it to 40 then. Oh shit. 3 aspect signal, so. Got a bit worried there. I was like, oh no, that's going to end up having to stand outside London for some reason. I couldn't figure out why, but obviously it doesn't try to choose a path for me. Maybe because I think this is going to. It might be because if that one's going to, because of the route it has to take. And I got another green, so is that a green? Yeah, that looks like a green. Good. That means I'm platformed into London. Lav. Coming from going to 4 or 2 with this. If I go into 2, that would explain why I've got reduced aspects because of the way the signaling works. I'm reaching 2 because it has to cross right over. But if I go to 4, I'm not sure. I'm not paying attention. Set for the relief train as well, or is it the train that's coming on the relief? The signals all set for it. Oh my god, just got to look at the dirt. So I've just got not set for the sake of it. Why overtakes? No, I haven't took it. It's too late now. Oh no, it's a lot, isn't it? Though dirt. Keep forgetting. So what platform am I going in? That ball. Oh yeah, that makes sense. The other one's going to 2, yeah, right, get it. I'll be straight in the office. I think I'm in that platform. It's confusing. Oh, and maybe I'm just ready. Another successful arrival. So I'm pleased now that I've got 13. Well, no, I can have a 14th train, which I'm about to test, and then I think that is probably the best out of a bad, considering the restrictions. I think it's the best we can do. Once DCG have sorted out the oh yeah, of course. Of course, it won't do, will it? Because I'm not, although I will, because I've got some other stations, so I can have more red. There we go. So we've got my 10 o'clock off ready. That's it. I was a 10:10. You just watch me arrive. That's one of them's from. Oh yeah, the 4 car that's from Hayes. That's the Hayes stopper, and this one was the one that started at Sayfall on the fast. I think. Yeah, that's when it started at Sayfall on the fast. This one is the one that started at Sayfall on the slow. No. Where'd this one start? What's this one? What's this one? What's this one? I can't read it. What's this one? So what have we had? Hayes stopper, Sayfall starter on the fast. The Reading is. Did that one start on the steam? I have to have a look now. So yeah, successfully been able to arrive in from Reading. 3 trains, I'm now going to put a 4th in. I've got some lovely arrivals at London, so that's worked. That has worked a treat. Technically, there's the ability to get another 2 in, but the issue there is AI issues. So I could probably get another 2 arrivals in, but you'd have to wait around for a bit. So yeah, that was a nice successful test. So I'm gonna just have a little bit of a play with putting another departure out of Reading, but I think I'll send it only to Slough. And then that will give us 14 departures, 14 trains. There. So Reading platform 14. Mind you, I haven't got many trains. Send it to Slough. Slough. Or stops to make sure it works. Oh, yeah, put a 377 on it. 2001. That can leave at 10:05. Just test to see if it works. Yes, signal's clear. Level, so that works. I'm happy with that. Let's come out of that then. Brain is starting to think a little bit more. So, I've just done that Reading to Slough. That works alright. Oh, it's come off. So that's 14 trains. I've got 14 trains at the moment. That's the Slough. That was the one that goes to Hayes. Now I think if I change the traction on these to more classic traction, I think if I put a two car on that, which is the Hayes and Harlington Fast Terminator, I think it will be in clear and the signal might clear to allow trains to go through to London. So what I might do, hang on, let's check the platform. So I've got 2 Lima 0, Langley London all stops, 2 Lima 02, Hayes to London all stops. What platform is that on? There's one more platform available, isn't there? Let's just check which one I've got. So that's platform. You can only use 14 and 15, can't you? Oh no, because this one uses a different path, surely. Right. So I have got another platform to play with. So I could actually extend. No, I'll leave it as it is. I'm happy with the way it is. So that works. We know all these work now. I was going to experiment about the stops. So let's have a bit of a play with this one. So take out save for. Bear with. Take out save for. See if it works. I'm just humour me. This is the best way of experimenting. See if I can leave Reading with save for unticked. I'm going to just untick stations one by one and see if that causes, if we can kind of loosen up what's going on. Because obviously the less stations you're supposed to stop at on the faster, better for you, especially if you're following a train. Signal's cleared. Right. Okay. Now, the reason why I never took out Ealing Broadway, because that is a principal station. So, I'm going to take out the less principal stations for the fast lines, one by one, and see how it goes. So that was 1 for 1, wasn't it? Right, so I took out save for. Right, let's take out West Drayton. I know this might seem really laborious, but it's the only way. Tell you what, I'm going to put 166 on it. Shouldn't make any difference, should it really? It shouldn't make a difference. Signal's cleared. Okay. Right. We're getting there. Take away either. 166 on it. Cleared. That's worked. Bloody hell, doing well here, boys and girls. Right. Now, it might seem really laborious, but I'm doing it for a reason, because if I could take a checking what I'm doing. Right, so Seffel's gone, Stratton's gone, Ivor's gone, Langley. Now I think that might be it. I reckon get rid of Langley, and I reckon that will probably be, because they're mainline stations. But we'll keep trying. We'll just keep trying. Yep. Okay. Right. So what for one? Edit. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Now I'm going to take Hayes out, because Ealing is still quite an important station. So now, to me, they are those stations there, Twyford, Maiden, Slough, Hayes, and Ealing, are pinnacle stations. Right, let's take Hayes out. I do think it's to do with pathing, you know, these stops, because when I think about the paths that you have, signal cleared. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now I'm sure we've already tried Maidenhead, Twyford and Slough in the reverse direction, and it didn't work. So I think removing Ealing Broadway won't work. So I'm going to take a punt, and I'm going to remove Twyford. I'm going to go backwards now. I'm going to come from the north, from the west of the map. I'm going to remove Twyford. I don't think it will work. I think that's the criteria. I think it has to be those four mainline stations. I think it's to do with how the route's set, because there's quite a few junctions in there as well. Cleared. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so Twyford. Right. Let's take out Maidenhead. So we've got just Slough and Ealing Broadway stops now. So far we've been able to clear. I've just took Maidenhead out. So let's see how this works. Cleared. Right. So now then, is that all that now is? Slough and Ealing Broadway. Right. Okay. Now we know it won't clear without any stops. We need to have at least one stop. So let's. I'm sure I've tried with Slough before. Let's take Slough out. Let's take Slough out. See if that works. It's all fun and games, this, isn't it? Oh, 101. Right. So as you can see, I've only got Slough and Ealing Broadway left. Let's take Slough out. I'm sure, I think we've tried this with Ealing Broadway before, but we'll. Oh, this is defining moments. So now the only stop is Ealing Broadway. Signal's cleared. Right. That's interesting. So now the only stop is Ealing Broadway. So actually then, as long as everything stops at Ealing Broadway. Right. We know it doesn't work without any other stop. All it has to so that's it for me. Ealing Broadway done. Right, brilliant. So we've got it. Ealing Broadway is the only stop you need to have checked. Right, lovely. Right, so we now know we only need Ealing Broadway. So now I'm going to amend all my other trains on the fast. 1 Alpha 5 1. So, well, saying that, it could be just that route. So I'll try this one now as what we've just done. I'll do the 166. Oh no, I'll do it on speed train. Go on. So this is trying a different route this time. So it's the same, but this time it's a different route. Because obviously there's different routes, there's different platforms you use. So I'm dabbling with the routes. Signal's cleared. That. So we've sorted that out. So it's just Ealing Broadway. Oh, lovely. So there we go. Right, so excellent. Now this is my template. So 14 trains I've managed to get. Could probably get more if we fannied around, but I think I'm alright with 14. I'm going to change the name of it anyway to. Forgot to change the name. Oh, set scenario. because I'm now going to put it as template. Come on, bloody keyboard! If you don't use it for a bit, come on. There you go. Template. All the trains working. So now what I can do, all I've got to do now is go in and change traction. That's it. I've got my template set, so I literally got to go in and change. I'm going to turn off the rails off now because I know I've got to keep it on because otherwise I won't be able to use it. So I'm going to. So what I'm going to do now is anything I know can run under the wires, I will run with a 377. And when I say under the wires, I mean under the period that the scenario comes from. So let's have a look. That one. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. I know Lawrence did a lot of experimentation, but I'll tell you what I'll do, just to be sure. Just humour me. May have already tried this. I've missed the bracket off. Oh, it probably don't fit, does it? Doesn't fit. Fair enough. I know you probably already tried this, Lawrence, if you're watching, but I'm going to try it anyway. So now I've took out Twyford on that. See what happens. Right, so we've worked out that. So we'll put Twyford back in. Take Slough out. Although I'm sure Lawrence has already really worked quite hard on this one anyway, so I'm pretty sure. I think we've already sort of established this one anyway. So we'll put Twyford back in. I'm going to take Slough out. Just humour me. Ah! Don't need Slough. Right. Took Slough out, it worked. Hang on a minute. So basically, thinking about the Paddington theory, I wonder if maybe you only need Twyford. Because Ealing Broadway for London, Twyford for Reading. Maybe it's because it's the last. Let's have a look. 14 trains and I've got them all to work. Well, we'll find out now. But this is perfect. So just Twyford then it might look like. Let's just have a look. Yes. So it's just Twyford then. Right, there we go. So we've established it then. You only need Twyford on the down fast, and in the opposite direction, you depart Reading, you need to have even Broadway as a stop, and you can depart the trains. Not saying I've managed to get the right, leaving Reading on the relief. I've had all stations ticked. I'm not going to start messing around with the relief trains at the moment because they're not quite so bad because you could stop on the platforms anyway, so I'm not quite so fussed. So we've managed to establish that now. I'm quite impressed with that. So basically then, if you want to depart on the fast in the down direction of Reading, you need to have Ealing Broadway checked as a stop. If you need to depart London on the down, depart Reading on the up, you've got to have Ealing on the fast, you need Ealing Broadway checked. Depart London on the down, you need to have, well, I've tried platform 1 so far, but that's worked, and that was always the dodgy platform anyway. You need to have Twyford checked. It's the last principal stations, strangely enough. So that's a massive achievement. We've worked out quite a lot today, so I'm quite impressed with that. I've been on for nearly 2 hours, so I'm going to have a bit of a break now, people. But that has been a very, very interesting experiment, and finally I've been able to get 14 trains that all work. Just have a quick look. So I've got me down Reading fast. Oh, well, actually, while I'm on, I'm going to quickly amend these. I might as well quickly amend them. Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have one of them stop at slow, I guess. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to change them to HSTs as well, because I want to start making it more to the period. I might have... I think what I might do. Just leave them simply fast trains, and I'll have that as HST as well. I'll have this 2+8. So all those now don't stop. I'll keep that. I'll keep it to 377 on the wires. That one's a Reading. I'm going to change it to a 166. I'm leaving the stopping pattern as it is. I know it works because that seems to work with that stopping pattern. So I'm going to keep it as it is, which is surprising. It's all the principal stations, so I'm not surprised. I'll change it to a 166. I might make it a 6 car. 2 Tango 01. What's that one? That is your Paddington Twyford. Yeah, I'll turn that into a 3 car. I'll send it through to. I might have to test this one. I'll send it through to Reading. Make it a 3 car. Yep. I might test that one in a minute. So what was that one? Oh, we might change that to 2 Romeo 02. So I know it's going to Reading. Romeo 02. Right. Confirm. Cool. That's that one. 2 Lim 02, that starts a haze, so that can be a 377. 2 Sierra 01, save for. Oh no. No, that's slow, isn't it? What's that? Oh no, save for. So that can stay as a 377. 1 Alpha 99 starts at save for, that can stay as a 377. 2 Lim 04 starts at Langley, that can be a 166. I'm not. Oh. Yeah, platform 11. Yeah. Keep it all stations, so it works. I like that as a 166. 2 Hotel 99 is a Hayes and Harlington fast. I'll keep it as it. Is a Hayes and Harlington. Oh no, what is that 2 Hotel 99? Oh, it's a Reading. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's Reading to Hayes, isn't it? Yeah. I'll keep that as it is. I'll keep. I'll put change it to I'll keep it as a. I'll put it as a 166. Okay. It's 2 Hotel 99. 1 Alpha 01. I've changed to. Well, I'll put that as an HST now. Yeah, I know. 1 Alpha 51. I've already changed. 2 Sierra 01's a save for. Is that a save for? No, to Reading Slag. That's going to be a 166 then. Right. So there we go. So I've changed it now to a mixture of different tractions. So we've got a bit of a different. So we've got so it's more periods, sort of more periods, so to speak, because anything under the wire, so anything up to Hayes, I've kept as 377s. So anything that operates up to Hayes or between Hayes and London, I've kept as 377s. Anything beyond, anything that is in diesel, I've kept as 166s and HSTs. So there we go. So that's that. So that is my template now for. So now that I've done that and we know what's what, we can start. I can start looking at different scenarios. I've got 14 trains out of 20 there. I can probably work on a few more, but I'm more right for now. I just want to test something because I've changed a train. I've changed it to Romeo 02. So I just want to make sure that works. So let me just check it. And also I've changed 2 04's pathing. So I want to make sure that works as well. I'm just going to check it. And then I'm probably going to have a bit of a break. I've been on it for nearly 2 hours, so 2 hours to get all this done. I'm going to do a quick little type up on the Facebook group of of my findings. So yes, signal's clear, so that's working. Well, the signal's clear to get out of London. Doesn't mean it's working all the way to. It should do because I've not got many rolls into Reading, to be honest. So I think we're all right. Right, so I'm going to clear that. Right, boys and girls, I'm going to sign off because I've been on for 2 hours and I've got a few other bits and pieces I need to get done. So, thanks for joining. I will be writing up a bit of a post on Tracing World UK Facebook group in a bit. And then and then that's it. So let me just Right, so I'll be just signing off. I'm going to save the video as well. Oh, you can't save it. Oh, yeah, I can. So, I'll see you